BTS News Today. The shocking news came from the South Korean military, where two BTS members, Jimin and Jungkook, allegedly suffered bullying during their military service. These events are in the public spotlight, not only in South Korea but also around the world, given their status as global artists who have made the country proud. The situation heated up even more when this news reached the ears of the president of South Korea, Yoon Suk-yeol, and decided to take an unprecedented step, namely to visit the military headquarters where Jimin and Jungkook served. This news came after one of their military colleagues anonymously shared his experience on an online forum. In his post, he mentioned that Jimin and Jungkook faced unfair treatment from some of their seniors. This bullying includes disproportionately heavy duties, ridicule related to their status as celebrities, to contempt for their achievements as artists. It seems like some seniors are jealous of their popularity. Jimin is often given additional tasks late into the night, while Jungkook is asked to do things that should be the responsibility of the group, not the individual, the source wrote. The post immediately went viral, sparking outrage from ARMY, as BTS fans are called, and the general public who felt bullying of anyone, including celebrities, was unacceptable. Social media exploded with hashtags like #ProtectJiminJungkook and #JusticeForBTS. Fans from around the world showed their solidarity, sending messages of support and urging the South Korean military to immediately investigate the allegations. Some South Korean celebrities even spoke up. Famous actress Han So-hee, for example, uploaded a statement on her Instagram story. "There is no place for bullying, not even in the military. Jimin and Jungkook have given so much to this country. They deserve fair treatment." Not long after this news went viral, South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol, known as a strong supporter of Korean pop culture, gave an official statement. In a press conference, he expressed his concern on this issue. "I really appreciate the dedication of all citizens serving in the military, including those from the entertainment world. There is no place for discrimination or bullying in our military institutions. I will ensure that this matter is investigated seriously," the president said. However, not stopping only at statements, the president made a surprising move. He decided to visit directly the military headquarters where Jimin and Jungkook served. On a clear morning, the president and a small group arrived at the base. During his visit, the president spoke directly with commanders and soldiers, including Jimin and Jungkook. This step is rarely taken by a country's leader, who usually leaves military issues to the ranks of ministers or other relevant parties. In a closed-door meeting, the president gave a short speech highlighting the importance of solidarity and cooperation in the military environment. He also emphasized that every individual, regardless of their background, should be treated fairly. According to internal sources, the president spoke privately with Jimin and Jungkook, giving them moral support. He expressed his pride in our achievements, but also stressed that in the military, everyone is equal. Jimin revealed to a close colleague after the meeting. After the visit, the military announced that it had formed an investigation team to investigate these allegations of bullying. They promised to impose strict sanctions on anyone found guilty. Jungkook, who is usually known for his calm nature, gave a statement through his representative. "I believe in justice and the system. I hope no one else has to go through an experience like this." Meanwhile, Jimin, who always showed a positive attitude despite the pressure, thanked all those who had supported him. "I feel strong because of your support. I hope this is a lesson for all of us to create a better environment," he wrote in a letter posted on BTS' official platform. The president's decisive step received wide appreciation from various circles. Many hailed this action as clear evidence that the government is serious about addressing issues in the military environment. ARMY around the world is also relieved that its idols are getting the attention and support they deserve. However, some have also used this momentum to highlight systemic problems within the South Korean military. Some human rights organizations are calling for further reforms to address the culture of bullying that has become a chronic problem in the institution. Jimin and Jungkook's bullying case opened a wider discussion about the conditions of conscription in South Korea. During this time, the conscription system was often criticized for lack of oversight of discriminatory behavior or excessive hierarchy among soldiers. Although the South Korean military is renowned for its discipline and compactness, some reports from the past suggest that bullying is still a problem that has not been fully resolved. With great attention paid to this case, experts began to urge the government to carry out profound reforms. Lee Young-min, a professor of sociology at Seoul National University, stated, "This incident shows that even high-profile celebrities are not immune to the toxic culture in the military. It's time to create a system that is more equitable, transparent, and supports the mental well-being of every soldier." After the president's visit and the investigative measures carried out, some important changes began to be proposed by the Ministry of National Defense. One of the main initiatives was the introduction of a new training program to fight the culture of bullying and discrimination in the military. In addition, the military also announced plans to increase soldiers' access to psychological counseling services. During this time, many soldiers were reluctant to report unfair treatment for fear of retaliation or being viewed as weak by their comrades. With direct access to confidential counseling services, soldiers are expected to feel more comfortable reporting their problems. The military commander on duty at the headquarters where Jimin and Jungkook were located also gave a public statement after this incident. "We are committed to ensuring an inclusive and supportive work environment. This case is a reminder for all of us to continue to improve our system," he said. Not only in South Korea, this case also attracted international attention. Army from various countries held a solidarity campaign by sending letters and videos of support to Jimin and Jungkook. Some fans even organized donations for anti-bullying organizations, hoping to help those in a similar situation. One of the heartwarming moments occurred when UNICEF, the international organization that BTS once worked with on the Love Myself campaign, issued a statement of support for Jimin and Jungkook. "There is no place for violence or discrimination anywhere, including in military institutions. We stand with Jimin, Jungkook, and all those fighting for justice," UNICEF said in a statement. The other BTS members, although currently busy with their individual activities, also showed their support. RM, leader of BTS, through the Weverse platform, wrote a message full of haru. "As a Hyung, I am very proud of Jimin and Jungkook. They showed great courage in the midst of difficult situations. I hope the world understands how powerful they are." Suga, who has just completed his mandatory military service as a social service worker, also provides support in a unique way. In a live broadcast, he mentioned that this incident made him even more convinced that their friendship as BTS members was something irreplaceable. "We are always together, no matter what happens. Jimin and Jungkook, you guys are heroes." Although this incident began on a gloomy note, it ended up being a story that inspired many. Jimin and Jungkook managed to show their steadfastness in the midst of trials, while South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol provided a vivid example of responsive leadership. This case also proves the strength of solidarity, both from the army and the general public. With public pressure and reforms beginning to be planned, there is hope that South Korea's military institutions will become a better place for all soldiers, without exception. Jimin and Jungkook, who have always been symbols of hard work and perseverance, once again proving that they are not only stars on the world stage, but also inspiring figures in the face of life's challenges. Through this journey of theirs, they not only champion themselves but also pave the way for a better change for future generations. At the end of their tenure, Jimin and Jungkook will return to the entertainment world with renewed vigor. And it will bring a story of struggle that will be remembered not only by the army but also by the entire South Korean society. This journey teaches that even in the most difficult situations, courage and support from those closest to you can create great change.